For the 2.4 version of the NextGen Patient Portal, we've made a few visual changes designed to make the site more accessible for people who are visually impaired. These design improvements don't change any workflows, but they do ensure the website meets the standard accessibility guidelines. Let's take a look, starting with the login screen. A major change is the color scheme, which now uses the color blue, not orange, and softer tones. The login procedure hasn't changed. A username and password has already been entered, so click the Login button. The security question displays with a fraud warning displayed here. This warning, along with all other alert and error messages, have been updated with different fonts and icons. To save time, I'll enter the answer to the security question for you. Now click Submit. The home page displays and the general layout is the same. Along with the new color scheme, we've also replaced the rounded corners on the borders of these sections with non-rounded corners, and we've updated the icons for each section. In many places throughout the site, the fonts have been made larger and darker to create more contrast. In the row of tabs, a caret now displays for tabs that have a drop-down menu, letting you know that there are more items to choose from. For example, the Mail tab has a caret, so click that tab. The drop-down menu and its options are not new, just the caret that indicates there's a menu. Now click Inbox. Again, the functionality hasn't changed, but the design has. Along with the colors and fonts, the buttons and icons have been updated. In fact, all buttons, menus, options, and checkboxes have been visually tweaked to improve their accessibility. To show you a few more important visual changes, let's start a message to the practice. Click the Mail tab and then click Compose Message. The changes here are reflected throughout the site where relevant. For example, the design of the required fields has been updated, the headings display in a larger font, and the error messages are different. For example, when you try to send a message without completing a required field, the error message will display right below the field, making it easy to find any errors. To see how this works, click here, and then click Submit. Notice that these three fields now have error messages alerting you to enter information. This field does not display a warning because the choice you make in that field depends on the choice you make in the one above it based on the message routing rules. The design of these error messages is repeated throughout the site, including the login page. There is one more accessibility change that is not visual. You can now move from item to item within a page by pressing the Tab key on your keyboard. Pressing the Tab key will advance you forward, which in this case would be from top to bottom on the page. If you press and hold the Shift key while pressing Tab, you'll navigate to the previous item. One final note. The mobile version of the NextGen Patient Portal has also been updated with these same visual changes based on the design of the mobile site. These changes don't impact how the mobile website functions, however. That's it. Now you know about the visual changes made to the NextGen Patient Portal.